This special is a presentation of Sinclair Cares. Thank you for joining us for the Sinclair Cares Summer Hunger Relief Special. I'm Angela Brown from the National Desk. When kids are fed, they are fueled to thrive, but summer can be challenging for almost 22 million children who rely on their schools for meals. Many of those children are at risk of hunger when school is out for up to 3 months. That's why Sinclair Broadcast Group is partnering with Feeding America for Sinclair Cares Summer Hunger Relief is a fundraising campaign to help provide meals to children and families across the U.S. with a goal of helping to donate 1 million meals this summer. Let's begin in Oregon, where a local food bank is working to bridge the gap for families during the summer months. Right, Gazaway with our station in Portland shares more on their important efforts.
Step inside the Oregon Food Bank anytime, and you'll see workers and volunteers hard at work, sorting food donations and getting them ready to head out the door. Natalie Kaya now works there after using the food bank's life-saving resources to feed herself and her 4 kids.
Living that experience of knowing how overwhelming it can be to be unsure about what kind of food or what food I'm going to be able to feed my kids with really drives me with what I do every single day for Oregon Food Bank.
This warehouse is where it all happens. Workers and volunteers sort through hundreds of thousands of pounds of food every day. They send that food out to 1,400 sites across 2 states. Those sites just last year saw almost 2 million visits.
We need support year-round.
Morgan Dewey is a spokesperson for the Oregon Food Bank. She says their services are perhaps most important in the next few months.
Summer is actually a landmark time when families are experiencing really high risk of hunger, and that's especially because kids aren't getting meals in schools. So that means that for every kid in a household, families are having to provide almost up to 10 extra meals a week for their kiddos because they're not getting them in schools.
That's why the efforts here and every donation makes such a difference. The Oregon Food Bank led the charge in a $17 million expansion for free breakfast and lunch for students at as many as 200 schools. The state legislature paid for that. It starts next school year. The nonprofit also advocated for the summer EBT program. Families that already receive SNAP benefits will get an additional $40 per month from June to August for each eligible child. The food bank says it will help almost 300,000 children and families.
The reason why this is a particularly great program is because those dollars go right onto the cards, and then families can go to grocery stores and buy whatever food feels like home.
Despite the progress, Morgan says the fight against hunger is far from over. Natalie knows just how much a lifeline these donations are.
Everyone deserves food, and there shouldn't be shame in needing access to resources.
That's why you can find her at the Oregon Food Bank, stepping in to fight hunger. I'm Right Gazaway reporting.
I'm joined now by Cindy Long. She's the administrator of the USDA Food and Nutrition Service. Cindy, we appreciate your time so much today. First, Cindy, can you put into perspective how important, school meals are for millions of children, and also what happens during the summer months?
Yeah, absolutely. And Angela, thanks so much for having me here. On an average day, about 30 million children receive a school lunch, and a significant number of them receive school breakfast too. And they, so for many kids, they're getting the majority of their intake at school on school days. But then in the summertime, what happens when those meals go away is that families are often faced with a real challenge as to how they're going to fill the nutrition gap during the summertime.
What is your role, the USDA's role, when it comes to these lunches, these school meals?
Yeah, well, the USDA's Food and Nutrition Service is responsible for operating all of the nutrition assistance programs in the United States. So that includes the school meals program, school lunch and school breakfast. We have similar programs for childcare. And very importantly, we also operate a summer feeding program that we're very pleased to share has been expanded and will be able to serve more kids.
And that is a perfect segue, because summer can be rough for so many parents, especially if the school meals go away. Tell us about some of these summer nutrition programs recently launched.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have what we're calling a new suite of programs, the summer nutrition programs, or SUN programs. And we now have 3 different ways to fight that potential summer hunger gap that can occur. You know, we have our traditional program where children can come together in group settings and providers can get them meals if they're attending things like summer educational programs or recreation programs at the local Y or community center or local church. We've had that program for a long time. We're calling it the Sun Meals Program, and it's a wonderful program where it works, but it's only historically been able to reach about 1 in 6 kids. Now, starting last summer, we were able to expand that program and add a Sun Meals to Go component for rural areas. And what that did is it allowed rural area providers to deliver meals to families or to set up pickup spots where families could get multiple meals, understanding that in rural areas, transportation and getting kids to a site every day is just not feasible. And the third piece of the Sun suite of programs, which we're super excited about, is kicking off this summer. And it's called the Sun Bucks program. And that's a program where every family who has a child receiving that is eligible for free or reduced price school meals will get a grocery card with $120 worth of grocery benefits per child that they can use to help make up for those meals at home, the meals that kids aren't getting because school is out.
When you talk about eligibility, can you kind of nail it down for us exactly who is eligible? Are we talking SNAP? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's really simple. Any child who's eligible for a free or reduced price meal during the school year is eligible for the Sun programs. Now, one of the great things about the way the Sun Bucks program is structured is that many kids, those who are on SNAP or in many cases Medicaid or other means tested programs, they can automatically get these grocery cards without having to do anything. Now, there's another set of kids whose families will have to fill out a simple application that their state will make available. And those are the families who aren't participating in other programs like SNAP. But either way, the program is designed to be very simple to access.
Well, what more do you think needs to be done, can be done?
Well, I think the first thing we can do right now is to educate, inform people about the availability of this fantastic set of programs. You know, as I mentioned, the Sun Bucks program is new this year. And so we need to make sure that people understand what it is. Folks who get the card in the mail will need to understand that it's something they're entitled to, they're supposed to use. We need to help folks understand where to apply. And also we need to help folks know that there are also meals available in their community, either for meals to go in rural areas or meals that their kids can participate in at meal sites. So I think right now the focus is on making sure folks know the tools they have to help support their families in the summer. One thing that families can do, which is to go to our website, fns.usda.gov/summer. And that will provide a lot of information for families about all 3 of the programs under the Sun program banner. So that's a great place to start for the summertime.
Well, thank you so much, Administrator Long, for sharing this information today.
And thanks so much for having me.
You can make a difference right now. Every dollar donated helps provide at least 10 meals at a local food bank. Your generosity will help children and their families stay nourished and healthy throughout the summer. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to sinclaircares.com. We'll be right back as we hear from the CEO of Feeding America about the best ways to help this summer. Thank you so much for joining us for this Sinclair Cares Summer Hunger Relief Special. Nearly 22 million children count on school meal programs, yet fewer than 17% have access to summer meal programs, which means this summer, millions of kids may worry about when they will receive their next meal. In Florida, the Treasure Coast Food Bank is working to address this need. Alexis Cruz with our station in West Palm Beach has more information.
We're at the Treasure Coast Food Bank, where they serve up to 250,000 people a week. This food bank has dozens of programs for people in need, and it starts right here in this huge warehouse. Let's show you around.
Good morning, welcome to the food bank. You can pull up by that young man over there.
For some families here on Florida's Treasure Coast, these boxes of food are the only reason they are able to put dinner on the table.
Unfortunately, the need has grown, and we try to respond to that growing need and really just help as many people as possible.
Krista Garafola has been with the Treasure Coast Food Bank for 14 years. The mission means everything to her, and a small army of volunteers make it all work.
We had about 10,000 volunteers come through our doors last year. They contributed about 45,000 hours, and that's the equivalent of about 20 full-time employees.
It definitely gives me purpose.
Catherine DeAndrea was a nurse for many years until she could no longer keep it up. Volunteering at the food bank gives her another chance to help others.
It does a lot of things. It gets me out of the house, gives me purpose, and I'm helping people. And I believe that the organization is doing something that I would 100% support.
From their production kitchen making thousands of meals to food pantry distribution covering 4 counties, the Treasure Coast Food Bank has something for every person in need and everyone who wants to lend a hand, like 8-year-old Levi.
Well, I am just getting some food, and then we'll go to the food pantry because we're trying to help our community.
Levi came today with his grandparents to pick up food for their church, one of the more than 300 community organizations the food bank supports each year. And Krista says they're always looking for new partners to support the mission so they can do more to help their neighbors in need.
Some of them might be retail stores that donate food that goes out into the community. Some of them might be sponsoring events or providing us grants for programs. We've seen about a 34% increase in need over pre-pandemic levels. So we're still needing to buy more food, and that costs money.
And that's a message we've heard from all of our local nonprofits fighting hunger across South Florida. Cash goes a long way because they were able to buy food directly from suppliers for a fraction of what you and I pay at the store.
Volunteers we spoke with say if you can't donate your money, your time is just as valuable. In Fort Pierce for Sinclair Cares, I'm Alexis Cruz.
I'm joined now by Claire Fontenot, the CEO of Feeding America. Claire, thank you so much for being here. First of all, let's just talk about the impact of food insecurity right here in the U.S.
Yeah, your audience will probably be surprised to learn that every single county in the whole United States has people who have as a barrier to thriving food insecurity. In fact, in 2022, which is the last USDA numbers on food insecurity, the rates are higher than they've been since the financial downturn of 2008, 2009. So right now, that means 1 in 7 people in this country are food insecure. When it comes to kids, that's 1 in 5, a staggering number.
And it has an impact. Talk about that, whether it's on learning, attention.
Absolutely. So getting access to nutritious food impacts everything that we want for our kids. It impacts their ability to learn. It impacts their health. It impacts their emotional and mental well-being, their ability to relate to other children. So as we think about ways to invest in our future, investing in making certain that kids have enough to eat is one of the principal ways that we can do that.
And you talk about what your organization does. You said 5 billion meals a year. That's year-round, right? It's helping so many families. What about during the summertime when school is out?
During the summer, it gets to be particularly challenging for kids. Children in this country, about 22 million children rely upon school meal programs in order to round out a healthy diet. During the summer, those meal programs go away. So their ability to rely on that nutrition then can go away too, but for work like the work that we're doing with Sinclair, where communities across the country can participate in making sure that those gaps get filled for children during the summer months.
You talk about the strain. I remember during the pandemic, so many people started to use food pantries just to get by. And then, of course, now you have inflation, the high cost of food. Are you still seeing that influx of people who need help?
We are. In fact, demand is higher than it was during the peak of the pandemic. And the resources, some of those resources that were provided during the pandemic have in fact gone away. So we have less access to food and greater demand today than we did even in 2020, making this kind of work so critically important to making certain that those kids all across the country get the nutrition that they need.
Now, you talk about some of that funding. We all know COVID funding running out. What do you need from lawmakers right now?
We need them to continue to do what we've seen them do uniquely well when it comes to hunger. This is not a partisan issue at its core. Everybody benefits when everyone get access to the food that they need to thrive. So we ask politicians to put aside parties, put aside the things that they don't agree with, to agree on this and make sure that all of our kids get the food that they need. Now, I'm pleased that that often happens. We've had so much bipartisan support throughout the pandemic. I'm hopeful that as the general public and Congress comes to understand that the crisis is not over, that people continue to need support, that they're going to stand up and they're going to help again.
Thank you so much, Claire, for all you do and for Feeding America, helping families across this country.
My pleasure.
And you can help provide meals to families and children this summer. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to sinclaircares.com. Every dollar donated helps provide at least 10 meals at local food banks. But don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll hear from a mother about how a Maryland food bank helped her family through those tough summer months. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sinclair Cares Summer Hunger Relief. 1 in 5 children face hunger in America, and during the summer months when schools are out, kids go without a meal. Food banks often step in to provide food, and that's exactly what 3 Square Food Bank in Las Vegas is doing. LaToya Silman with our station in Las Vegas explains.
At Whitney Library, lunch arrives by the truckload.
You think of Las Vegas, you think about the glitz and the glamour, but a lot of people need help.
Like these seniors who can depend on a hot meal here every Friday. Grace P. Quincy says she looks forward to it.
I think it's a marvelous thing that people can take their time and energy and money to take care of senior citizens.
But the help doesn't end here. 3 Square, a member of Feeding America, also provides meals for the youngest among us.
So when children are in school, they have access to meal programs that are provided by the school district. And so when they're home for the summer, families who may already be struggling with food insecurity may not have access to food all the time. So with increased costs of groceries and electricity bills over the summer that are skyrocketing, it is really hard for families to be able to afford groceries and to be able to provide food for their kids.
And these children can count on receiving a meal Monday through Friday this summer. But Billy Allen, the branch manager at Whitney Library, says they're filling up on more than food.
These kids look forward to these meals, on top of seeing the activities that we got going on. We got the teen zone.
Cool computer games and a bevy of books also keep everyone busy. Others like to treat themselves to a side of conversation.
I'll be 95 this month, and I really enjoy coming down here. We got a lot of camaraderie down here.
Moments made possible through the generosity of others, and it's not lost on those receiving that goodwill.
It's wonderful that people can do these things, and they'll get their reward up there.
I'm LaToya Silman in Las Vegas for Sinclair Cares.
Let's hear more about the impact of food insecurity in Maryland. Carmen Del Guecho is the CEO of the Maryland Food Bank, and Jenny Murphy is a parent who has experienced food insecurity. Now, thank you both so much for joining me today. Let's start with Carmen right here. You know, I've been reading so much about the Maryland Food Bank. Your organization essentially is a pipeline for so many other organizations that you served, from soup kitchens to so many groups. Just tell me about the organizations that you help.
Yeah, at the Maryland Food Bank, we cover the entire state, save a couple counties outside the greater Washington area. And our job is to provide as much food as we possibly can, over 41 million meals last year, to these local community-based organizations, over 350 of them that we work with every day.
Tell me the impact of school being out and kids maybe not getting that one meal.
Yeah, significant. I mean, I think, again, that's something that I think many folks take for granted in terms of the role schools play, not only educating our children, but also providing access to nutritious food. And so when kids are out of school, that has to be supplemented and replaced by some way, shape, or form. And that puts a lot of pressure on mothers like Jenny to figure out ways in which they now are adding that cost to their budget at a time when food costs are significantly higher. And so we, as a food bank, try to find a variety of ways to reach more families during the summer. We have a summer feeding program where we actually prepare meals here in our facility and distribute them to the various locations all across Central Maryland to make sure that students who are participating in summer programs have access to nutritious food for breakfast and lunch. So a lot of strain on families over the course of the summer. And again, this is more exacerbated this year in particular because of the fact that the effect of inflation food costs have just been so high.
Let's go to Jenny right now to talk about this, because you've actually used one of these food banks. Just tell me about yourself. You're a working mom. Tell me about your situation.
I have 2 daughters, a 23-year-old and a 6-year-old. And I've had to use the food pantries like blessing boxes and the actual traditional food bank in my local area.
Now, Jenny, can you describe for us, because I think a lot of people, when they hear the term food security, I don't know if it paints a really accurate picture of what so many families are facing. For your family, what did food insecurity look like?
For us, it meant that sometimes we would have to buy the cheaper, less healthier food items from the store and having like 1 or 2 meals compared to 3 per day.
What did you do during the summer?
During the summer, I would take my daughter to the local school, elementary school, and she would have her breakfast and lunch, and we put together something for dinner.
What do you want people to know about people who may be facing hunger? What do you think they should know? Because many people don't understand it or have never been in that situation, may have never visited a food pantry. What do you want them to know?
I want them to know that it could be them. There's, people live paycheck to paycheck, and any given moment you could be, food insecure, and especially for children or as an adult, if you're hungry, you can't apply for that job or focus on school or fill out the job application or, even go to work because you're hungry, you can't focus.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this valuable information, both Carmen and Jenny. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And you can make a difference right now. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to sinclaircares.com. Every dollar donated helps provide at least 10 meals at a local food bank. And that brings this Sinclair Cares Summer Hunger Relief Special to a close. Remember, every dollar counts. Please join us in this effort to end hunger in the country and provide hunger relief to many families this summer. I'm Angela Brown with the National Desk. Thank you so much for watching.